this year's co-recipients of the Wilczek Prize for Biomedical Sciences, Richard Flavell and Ruslan Medzitov, are honored for their work in immunology, specifically their research on innate immunity, the first line of defense against infectious bacteria and other pathogens. What is innate immunity? Well, in our analogy between the immune system and the US immigration system, the best I can do is to compare innate immunity and the innate immune system to the terrible practice of racial profiling. Our immune system has the ability to recognize general patterns shared by whole classes of bacteria. Let's say the presence of a beard or a turban, and use these common surface features to pick out dangerous types of bacteria without looking into the details, so without fingerprinting the individual bacterial species. And unlike actual racial profiling, our innate immune system is very good at this. It actually works, and it does no harm, if only. So how does our immune system do its racial profiling? This is the puzzle Ruslan Medzitov wanted to solve when he came to Yale as a young postdoctoral fellow. Ruslan is from Uzbekistan, which was still under Soviet rule when he was growing up. And so there was not much to do for a young biology student but reading and thinking. And in doing so, Ruslan became excited about a theory put forth by the late Charlie Janeway about innate immunity. And Ruslan was lucky to be accepted into Janeway's lab at Yale as a postdoc, despite his lack of experience at the bench. The problem Charlie and Ruslan attacked is how our innate immune system recognizes general patterns like beards or turbans. And the answer came from a class of receptors named toll-like receptors, or TLRs, a momentous discovery. Once it became known that these TLRs are the key molecules in our innate immunity, the field literally exploded, and many people contributed. Both Ruslan Medzitov, but also his co-recipient, Richard Flavell, published reams of papers showing how these molecules worked in the innate immunity. Now, I should say that Richard Flavell is a bit of omnivore in immunology. There are very little aspects of immunology, in addition to innate immunity, that he hasn't touched on. And because I only have 2 minutes for this speech, I cannot go into any of it, because he's done too much, Richard. I'm sorry. So all I can do is tell you where Richard came from. Now, unlike Ruslan's very exotic background, Richard's origin is less exotic. He came from the University of Hull, where his career started in the UK. And then he did 2 postdocs in Holland and in Switzerland, and then took 2 independent professorial or faculty positions in Amsterdam and 1 in London before moving to Cambridge, Massachusetts, to start running a company called Biogen. This was all before the age of 37. At that point, he would have been eligible for the Wilczek Award for Creative Promise. A bit too active at an early age, I would say. But in 1988, he finally settled at Yale, where he's, I think, to stay. Both Ruslan and Richard are not only remarkable scientists and just fabulous immunologists, they're also both wonderful people. And I'm personally thrilled that they are receiving this prize today.